Hi everyone, Dennis Foley from Acoustic Fields. I'm getting a lot of calls from churches, so we decided to do a video and maybe help people in the church and the administration of the church, the elders of the church, think a little bit differently about what they're producing in the church and how the communication process is working. So I think we're going to view the church in this video as a business with a product to sell. And really, it's voice and music. Those are the two issues that the church is not selling, but, in a way, one could frame it in a paradigm like that. I think if you frame it in that paradigm, then you realize that there's things that you have to do to improve the quality level of your product if you want to sell more. Okay? Selling in quotes, obviously, but I think if we view this as a business with these two products, voice and music, and then we look at the quality level of that product that we're, giving out in the church, is it up to speed? Is it up to what we really can do? And has it been elevated to a higher level of importance in the church? Because we don't see it. We don't see it in the room forms. We don't see it in the phone calls we get. Members are leaving churches. They're not staying, especially members with elderly, people over 50, 60 years old. Their human hearing deteriorates over time, and reflections and reverberation. Echo is the term used a lot. It's not echo. Echo is a repeating signal. It's not a repeating signal. This is a summation of reflections, which is reverberation. So I think if we think a little bit differently about our approach here, we're always trying to balance energy. The straight line energy from the PA system, the band, whatever the source of energy is, there's a straight line from source to receiver. But that's not how it all works, because we're in a room. So we have all these reflections that interfere with this, see? So when they interfere and cross that line, that's distortion. And one of the factors that contributes to that is speech intelligibility. Reverb has a negative impact on speech intelligibility, which is defined as how many words in a 10-word sentence can you hear clearly. Shoot for 80, 90%, but most churches are 30, 40. People are always saying, well, what did they say? Or they don't hear it at all. And if they're more advanced in age, it can be painful. High reverberation times can be painful. So you have to be really careful here. You got to look at your product more critically. You got to look at what you're giving out and selling, if you will, more critically and pay more attention to it. Okay? Reverberation is how long a sound stays around in a room after it's been sung, spoken, or played. We've all heard this. It's not echo. It's reverberation, okay? Music and speech intelligibility, they require, in order to hear music correctly, in order to hear speech correctly, they require certain reverb times. It's just the way physics works. Our system is designed to hear more clearly with lower reverb times. So we have to keep that in mind for our product, okay? How do we treat it? 4 walls, 2 walls, ceiling, we don't know. You have to look at the usage of the room, how many people are going to be in the room, how much energy is going to be in the room, what the dimensions of the room are. It's not easy. And companies that tell you it is, they're lying to you. They're just trying to sell you something that 90% of the time won't work. So you'll spend $20,000, $30,000 and you won't have a cure. We guarantee all of our products and all of our design work. 100% fixed, 100% right. You don't have to worry about none of that stuff. Sound absorption is the technology. We have 2, absorption and diffusion. Diffusion's not applicable here. Diffusion's the technology to make a small room sound larger. We already have a large room and we want to make it sound a little smaller. So it's the opposite of what diffusion does. Rate and level of absorption. You got to know how much you're getting and at what frequency. Because every surface of the room contributes about 17% to the problem. So, and every surface of the room has a different frequency and amplitude issue. This is what makes it difficult. Side walls could be X. Front and rear wall could be Y. Ceiling could be Z. So you have to look at the thing as a whole. We have a DIY program where we do the analysis for you, give you a roadmap to run on, give you drawings, sell you the technology, and do a layout for you where to install it. Churches usually have a congregation member that's willing to do a lot of the work, and it's easy build. You know, we use our proprietary foam technology, which is used all over the world in professional recording studios. It has the right rate and level for music and voice. That's what it was designed for. It's not building insulation stuffed in a box and charge 100 times more than what's in there. It has the proper rate and level for music and voice. So we sell you the material, you build the panel to support it, and do the installation. It can save you 50-60% in overall cost. We can obviously build it for you also. So 2 programs here, depending on your budget and depending on, you know, your needs here. We find 3 things. There's no budget to treat. There's no knowledge of acoustics is another one. And then the third one is there's no space on the walls or ceiling to treat. Windows, ornamentation, whatever, writings. So it's not easy. It's complicated. That's why 90% of the churches I've ever been in sound absolutely horrible. So they're not treating their product in the correct way. They're not giving you a quality level product that they could. So hope this helps. We're trying to help churches figure this out, you know, and we do a lot of proposals for churches, and they're just anywhere from 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 30,000. There's no budget. And you know, we get inquiries the other day, 1,000 for 200-seat venue. Well, I mean, that doesn't even make any sense, does it? $1,000 for a 200-seat church? So there's no knowledge, see? When you see things like that, that tells you there's no knowledge. People don't understand. Because how can you have 200 seats in a pretty large room, 200 seats, let's say 50 by 50 feet, 20-foot ceilings, and have $1,000 to fix the problem? $1,000 won't fix anything. So no knowledge, see, of what it takes. So when I see those kind of really low numbers that don't make any sense at all, I understand. People don't understand if they give you that kind of number. They don't know what the requirement is. Well, we have all that data, so we can help you with that. So let's try to reframe our thinking about what we're doing in churches. Music and voice is our product. Let's improve it as best we can. Hope this helps. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. We also have a newsletter that you can subscribe to, so please do that because we offer special price discounts to only those on our newsletter. And then don't forget about our forum. We have started a forum on our own website where people ask questions, and I usually get a chance every couple of days to look at it. There's an interchange between people on the forum, and we'll give you real answers on a regular basis, so that'll help you. Thank you.